You are now listening to Oversaturated, the podcast, hosted by Johnnie and Ralph. Now let's get it.
Outside of literally like JD has done a lot from Mariah Carey, a lot for Usher, but if you talking about like literally cultivating an artist, he did that for Bow Wow.
Yeah,
literally cultivating an artist, giving him an image. I'm not sure if that stands true for who was that? Like the other so deaf artists. I think Jagged Edge could have been Jagged Edge without JD.
You think so? Because of the push. Like I feel like he helped push them. I don't know if Jagged Edge maybe would have gotten.
Well, I think Jagged Edge is in a safe space. I don't think they were like extremely big. Like yeah, they had songs that were like huge to us. Don't get that wrong. But I think Bow Wow being as big as he was is because of JD tutelage.
Oh yeah, I'm not. Oh yeah, I'm not.
I mean, like I think it's a way that we can say that Jagged Edge and Da Brat, some of those artists probably could have been who they were regardless. But I don't see. I'm sorry, I just don't see Bow Wow standing on his own.
Doesn't JD has a track record of
the child?
Child.
Well, I mean, because of Criss Cross, that's the first thing, right? Then Bow.
Was there any other child star? Because there may have been a point in the early 2000s that I may have missed. Like, did he work with B5? Like
that was
era.
Diddy. That's Diddy.
That was Diddy. Okay,
Diddy did B5.
Okay. I feel like it was like another artist or group or something that he worked with, but I could be tripping.
Well, I mean, Jake One was 17.
But that was JD though, right?
Yeah.
That counts. That counts.
He just didn't have an image about Bow Wow, but he was 17.
Hey, it counts. It counts. That counts to me. So
I don't know. I'm disgusted because that's why producers matter, right? Yeah. Producers and artist consultants and image, all that stuff matters. Like artist development. That's what I'm getting at.
Yes. Okay.
Because
I'm rolling with that.
You can't discount what somebody did. That's like Michael Jackson coming out saying something nasty if he was still alive about Quincy Jones. like I know we comparing Mike to Bow Wow, which is nasty in itself.
That's
but,
wild. Yeah.
But you're not going to sit here and say that,
Quincy Jones didn't help put Mike,
listen,
like
Mike,
off the wall Thriller.
Listen, man, Mike had 4 chances to get it right before Quincy, and he didn't. Off the Wall is his 5th album. We not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna do that. That was anybody else. They'd have got him the fuck up out of here.
Nah, that's true.
They would know. This Michael Jackson kid. We gonna figure this thing out. Get him with Quincy.
Facts,
get him with Quincy.
Facts though.
And you see what happened.
Listen, out of here.
Right.
Out of here.
But
out of the galaxy. So
that's why I don't really stand on, like, that's why I couldn't really rock with the Bow Wow disrespect of JD like that. Like, you see what he did for like Mariah Carey, who's a fucking songstress, like one of the best voices that music has ever heard. Like, okay, like you see what he did with Usher. Usher was under Diddy. Diddy didn't know what to do with him. All right, come over here, child. I got you, because Usher was a child star. He was 17 when My Way came out.
Right. Yep. Fire album too.
Arguably, some people would probably say that's one of his best. I don't know. You know what Confessions is, but that 3-album run is nasty, and we attribute that to the executive producership of JD.
Speaking of, that's my issue with the Pusha album. It should have been executive produced by one person.
Yeah. Who executive produced it?
I don't think there was an executive producer. I think he just worked with.
He might have been the executive producer.
Because he worked with Kanye for real.
Yeah. If he and that's the ultimate cheat code. You locked in with two of the greatest super producers of all time, right? Which is already crazy to say. You left, for, Pharrell and Star Trek and the Neptunes. You left that conglomerate to go over to good music, which is crazy to sound. Like that sounds crazy,
Man.
and the thing is, there's no beef.
Right? No, exactly.
That's the thing. Like it was all like
exactly.
Kanye got you, my boy.
But the good thing about it, and it speaks to the type of relationship or the type of person that Pharrell is.
Yeah,
he was it was love. Like, listen, if our time is done, cool.
I don't know how far back they go, but that is definitely a homeboy move.
Oh, 100%.
Like that's definitely like
100%.
I know I may have not done the best with you, but here. And the thing is, Pusha wasn't a solo artist over there. He was signed as the Clips.
And maybe that was the thing. Like maybe as a solo artist, the sound with Pharrell didn't work as well as it did as as the Clips, which is also okay.
And then I think I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe Pharrell wasn't necessarily focused on doing the label thing.
I can see
like
that too.
maybe after so long, Star Trek just kind of like it is what it is what it is, because Star Trek had a roster. Like they had, for whatever it was, they had Clips, they had Khalees, they had Roscoe P. Coldchain, they had Ab Liver. Like they had guys and gals. It's just
it didn't work.
It didn't work. Like
out. That's okay.
And then you had NERD, which is technically a Star Trek artist.
Yeah.
So you got all these acts. Only so many people can flourish over there too. Now you got Kanye being a young upstart, starting his label and good music, which I think that started maybe like 2009, 2010.
Sound about right.
And the reason I'm saying this is because Pusha was on My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, which was still kind of like, y'all cool?
Yeah, where this come from?
Like y'all cool? Like and then it's like he's on this song, like he's on the like most obscure single, right? Like it's crazy, right?
No, that's crazy.
So, I mean, definitely letting your man's go do his thing without having any malice, no pun intended on that. Right. But it's just, I think that's dope, man. That's a dope, man. I don't think Pharrell gets enough credit for that.
Man, all that to say.
Well, that's just the right thing to do. I don't know if you get credit.
Push's next album, one motherfucker need to produce everything.
So, okay. Well, if that's the case, you appreciate what Daytona was, because all the songs were made by one person compared to what this is. Okay.
Sound from Daytona to It's All Dry. That's the name of the album.
Yeah, yeah.
Like Daytona, even though it was only 7 tracks.
Yeah.
Sonically, it sounded the same. Like it made sense how every record sounded. Okay. And that's my only beef with It's All Dry. Just the music itself doesn't sound like it should be one project.
Now that's why we gotta keep talking through it, because now I'm rocking with how you feel about the album a little bit more than when we discussed it previously. No, I get it. It's just like too many hands in the pot. Yeah. But then again, that can happen when you have multiple producers, right?
Also true, but I feel like when you have multiple producers, sonically everything still sounds similar.
It still depends on who EPs it then, right?
Also, well,
okay,
yeah.
Maybe that's what we're getting at, because I think that with just multiple producers, it's just like it depends on who EPs it, and then we've gotten to the point where we've been spoiled with one rapper, one producer projects that have been, like, if you want to go back to just Prime, we'll just use that. 2014. We've been getting that from a lot of people.
It's true. And a
lot of people. A lot of people. So,
well, most of it.
Yeah, most of them. Like if you dig for those, such and such and such and such, and those albums usually be heat. You know what I'm saying?
Hell, Joel Ortiz been doing it. Like
that's what I'm thinking about, like Joel and Apollo Brown or some shit,
right?
Like,
exactly.
Stuff like that. Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Like a lot of Freddie Gibbs, like Freddie and Alchemist.
I was just finna say that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Freddie and fuck. What was the other producer that he worked with? Madlib.
Yep.
Them two. So we need to go back to.
But I think that's where rap is right now, right? It's just lock in with that one producer, right? Because it's happened. And Nas.
Yes.
Hit Boy. Nas, Hit Boy.
Come on now. Yes.
For whatever people think about 444, Jay-Z and No ID. Nobody questioned the beats on there.
No, it's true. That's
So
true. That's true.
it's just you lock in with that one person.
I'm trying to look for that Drake topic I had. I can't remember.
All would Drake be as big as he?
Yeah.
If it wasn't for what, social media?
No, it wasn't social media.
Oh, if he
if he only stuck to rap.
okay. You want to go there? We got time.
Yeah, let's.
All right.
Why not? So, for the listeners, the question is: would Drake still be as successful as he is today if he had only stuck to rapping and not genre bending? Can I say that?
Yeah, you can
Okay.
say that.
So yeah, that's the question. That's the question I presented.
Okay.
It's to me it's hard to say.
Yeah,
Like
because this is the biggest what if.
yeah, like for real though.
The biggest what if.
Because I look at artists like J. Cole who
Just rap.
just like
Well,
literally
it's okay. No, go ahead.
so to me, J. Cole just raps. Does he have songs where he's being melodic and he sings and things like that? Yes, he
Yes.
does. But J. Cole, to the core, is a rapper. He's a rap artist. He's an MC, right?
Mm-hmm.
With Drake, can Drake rap? 100%. I would never say Drake can't rap.
Mm-hmm.
When Drake want to go, he can go and go crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But I think a lot of Drake's success since 2009, I'd say, has come from him being able to rap on top of create music that sounds like under other genres or make other genres of music with rapping. Because today, would you say Drake has a rap album, like a full rap album? Of course we categorize Drake as rap, a hip hop artist, but we don't have a straight rap album from Drake.
The closest thing to that might be his debut, and he was singing on there.
Exactly.
So I don't know, like it's one of those things.
Yeah.
Like I mean, Drake is who he is. Like, and I mean, having the multi-talented, multifaceted type of music that he makes, yes, it definitely does aid in it. Drake was just like something we've never seen before, never heard before.
That is true.
Definitely on a mainstream level. I mean, you can find his influencers, throughout music. The Lauryn Hills of the world, the Fontes of the world, the Jay-Z's. He's even said that, like, these are my people. Lil Wayne, like, these are people that I look up to.
Yep.
So you can hear all that in the music. So that goes neither here nor there. But I really don't want to say yes. I mean, I really don't want to say that he wouldn't be as big because I think that the talent is always going to outshine that. Like, I think if he just rap, he'll still be who he is. I'm not saying, like we discussed, 13, American Music Awards in one night big, but he'll still be Drake. I don't know if he'll be Jack Harlow either.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's funny.
because, I mean, having that built-in, like, fan base from whence you came, like, he was a child actor.
Right.
So that has to count for something.
I'm sure it does.
And then,
I'm sure it does.
and then him having that industry push that he had when he first came out was extremely nasty.
Big facts.
And then the bidding war from everybody over him. But I mean, the music had to do.
The music had to be good now.
Right.
Don't get me wrong.
And then you go to literally the hottest rapper and the hottest label at the time.
I saw Jim Jones say he had the opportunity to sign Drake, but he didn't know how to market him, so he just passed on him.
See,
that's crazy.
Hey, it happens.
So you're saying Drake would have been a superstar regardless?
I think so.
So with that, do you think it would have taken him longer to become where he's at now if he stuck to rap?
Think about the time he came in. He came in the new class of rappers.
Mm-hmm.
The new age, the people that we consider OGs now, the Wale's, the Big Sean's, the Coles, the Wiz Khalifa's, did I say Kendrick? Okay, Kendrick, Nipsey. Like he's coming in with those guys, and you stand out amongst your peers.
But see,
I mean, the music has to stand out.
Music has to stand out. But do you think it only stood out because of the different genres that he presented?
Well, hey, you gotta have your style. What's your style?
No, yeah.
Like you gotta have something.
Because I mean, the top three that we talk about, that the industry talks about all the time, Drake, Cole, and Kendrick, right? And each of them, of course, has their own style.
Yeah.
With J. Cole being the one out of those three that seemingly has stuck with just rapping. Even Kendrick raps still, of course, but a lot of his music is still experimental.
Well, you know what? Let's think about it like this. Drake exudes his personality, whatever you think about it, more than anybody we talking about. Drake is at All-Star Weekend. Drake is on the court side. Drake is here. Drake is there. Drake is in front of cameras.
Drake is at whatever sporting event is happening.
Drake, the Drake curse is a thing, right?
It's a thing.
So Drake leaned into social media more, where his peers leaned back. At least the ones that we consider to be on his level, the ones we consider, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like where J. Cole, radio silent. Kendrick, we ain't seen this nigga in 5 years.
Man,
until he hit a stage. Like,
right.
That's the type of stuff I'm talking about, right? So that only aids in your superstar, your resume, right?
It's true.
The fact that you're active on social media, you make songs, rather they be fly by night, but they are for challenges. Like, it's like he kind of sacrifices the little bit of artistry to just be outside.
Yeah.
Because like the Jay-Z model, right? I'm going to keep myself relevant by rapping with other people. So, Migos, let me holler at y'all. Future, let me make a collaborative album with you. Like, let me make a song with any new artist in Atlanta and some West Coast. Like, I'm on West Coast beats. I'm on, even we still talking about rapping Drake.
Right,
like,
exactly. We ain't even got to the other bags yet.
I ain't got to
crazy.
singing yet. Like, I'm just talking about he's jumped on tracks with rappers.
But yes, everything you said is valid, right? But it's interesting that with Drake doing all of that, it's still okay. I guess what I'm trying to say is, if Drake didn't do all that, let's say Drake was reclusive like Kendrick and Cole, would he still be where he's at? Because we still consider those three the top three, like right now, and have for the last decade, right? So does Drake continue to still have that title if he doesn't do all of that?
It's hard to say. I mean, look, J. Cole has came in and out of outside and still managed to keep his spot.
Facts.
Like, Dreamville is not keeping him afloat. He's keeping Dreamville afloat.
But see, the difference there is he consistently puts out albums. Let it be 2 or 3 years in between, but it ain't 5.
Yeah.
It ain't 5 years.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Aubrey doesn't miss a summer.
Dirt.
So that's the other thing, right?
Also true.
Like,
Yep.
I'm still trying to use the rap. Like, I know he uses other stuff, but I'm not even, like, he's still on somebody's song. And then in the era of DJ Khaled, like, when you got people like that keep pulling you outside, hey, just give me your Lucy, my guy. Like,
okay. See, I like this conversation because when I initially thought about the question, because I think I came up with this while I was watching the Dreamville Fest. It's like watching J. Cole says like, nah, this is fire. Like, damn, would Drake be able to do this? Like, I wasn't sure.
Well, no, Drake has done, OVO Fest.
Oh, yeah.
So, but that came on the tail, like, that comes at the height of his superstar stardom. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, I still think yes. Like,
okay.
It's too hard pressed. Like, I'm giving you too many other points for me to just say no.
Yeah, no, and I feel you, and it's like that's
I'm trying to find
the hole in it. Yeah. And see, that's why I wanted to have a conversation, because it's like, just in the moment, I thought about everything Drake has done outside of rap, because outside of rap, I feel like is where Drake's reach pushed him into superstardom. Yeah. Like, again, I said, of course, Drake can rap. When he want to go, he go, right? But in the moment, I was just thinking, like, his Afro beats, like that, like all of his singles that aren't rapping, I feel like is what kept him afloat outside of that.
And Drake is always into something, right? You always hear his name associated with some IG chick. He's in a beef with Chris Brown, of all people.
That's crazy.
Pusha T, Joe Budden. Who else he done had beefs with? Like, so it's...
Yeah. Okay. Nah. See,
It's like he's always into something, and like I think Drake is the nice guy that doesn't lean into his villainous role the way he should. For real, I appreciate a good villain. You know me.
No, I know.
You know me.
I know.
Just don't be the guy that's the nice guy, but you really the villain. Be who you are.
No, that's real. Okay. That's okay. So yeah, I mean, yeah, after having this conversation, yeah.
No,
even from my bad, go ahead.
Oh no, I just still think yes, musically, like it may have took him a little while to catch heat because his bars stand out. Don't get me wrong, I think he's a very creative rapper, but being creative musically has definitely helped. But it's the personality too. We're in the age of the personality, where the personality
100%.
definitely helps you. Like he hosts the ESPYs. Like he hosts I mean, now granted that's probably coming from the work single with Rihanna. Like what I'm saying, like the songs he did with Rihanna and stuff like that. But I still think he just he would have been here regardless.
See, and that makes a lot of sense. If Drake would have just stuck to rapping, yes, he would have kept himself relevant, in between albums with, of course, features, but also, like you said, like his social media presence, popping up at the ESPYs, like all that kind of like Drake is a personality.
And you have to think about it like this. I will give him the utmost respect with this. What we've been saying about Drake, he been doing it since he came out.
Yes.
He been rapping, singing since the beginning. So it ain't like he ever
like transformed into a different type of
no. He didn't Ja Rule this thing.
No, that's real.
No, he on comeback season he was rapping and singing.
That's real.
He was rapping over Guapole Closer beat. Like, come on, man. Like, come on, man. Like, of all the beats, Closer to My Dream. Like that. He rapped on that. That should have let you know what we was in for.
No, that's real. That's real. That's real. And the fact that he's still relevant today, like even after putting out, to me, which was a really mid album.
You're there.
Really mid album. But if Drake tomorrow came out and said or tweeted new album coming next week,
let me
people
ask you
gonna
this.
go nuts.
You think he coming outside now?
He's going to have to. Now, I don't know if I don't know if it's gonna be this year.
That's what I'm asking. No. This year.
I feel like he might have to. Depending on how this Kendrick shit is, he gonna have to. Especially after that mid album last year, he gonna have to.
No, I think everybody agrees with you that it's a mid album. It's just Drake. I think Drake has reached what we think his creative peak is. He's just gonna make songs now at this point. I don't think he's pushing the envelope, and he hasn't pushed the envelope with his albums to me personally since like 2016. So,
a way for him to push the envelope now is to give us a full rap album,
or actually call somebody out by name,
or that. That ain't gonna happen.
Go straight at Kendrick, man.
It's not gonna happen.
Go straight. Push know where the body's buried. Like,
right.
Push know where the body's buried. You leave that one alone. And I'm not saying he can't rap with Push. I just think Push is waiting.
He got stuff in the tuck for Drake.
He waiting on you to say something. Because sidebar, on the recent Breakfast Club interview with Pusha T, he was asked about a Drake sub. He was like, Nah, that was old. Like, because like I could tell it's like, nah, that was old because if it was,
oh look,
Pusha ready, man, and like Pusha ain't got nothing to do. He got nothing but time.
Man, Pusha T is in probably the happiest place he's ever been in life. Like
that's why that damn tour's in the middle of the week. He got to make time for his wife and his baby.
Exactly. Damn, that's funny. Yeah, Drake got to come outside. He got to.
Yeah, because I think Boogeyman. Like I know they call him Boogeyman. I believe that too, man. Kendrick, hey.
But see, yeah, Kendrick's the Boogeyman, all right. But I still think back to that Jeezy song on Jeezy's album that he put out a few years ago, where Kendrick and
J.
Cole were features. Kendrick ain't rap though. He was just like on the hook or something, or a bridge or something. I was kind of upset. Oh no, I was pissed.
I was pissed at that. Yeah.
I was pissed. Cause I was like, I went straight to that too. I remember when the album came out. I don't care. That was none of other stuff.
Honestly, I don't remember none of the songs on the album, and I'm the Jeezy guy. But that song, I was like, oh yeah, we running this immediately.
But no bars.
No nothing.
No bars. So
Kendrick, like Kendrick has to rap. We gotta rap, man.
He has to. Like, oh my god. Damn. Now see, talking about that kind of got me excited for it now. Like now I gotta hear the Kendrick album to see if it's gonna make Drake want to come outside this year. Like we gonna at least need to get a Drake EP or something this year.
Well,
I don't think we're gonna get a full album.
No, I don't think we.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
He gave us 24 tracks last year, so I don't know.
Next year? Do you think? And this is jumping way ahead. Do you think Jack Harlow and Kendrick Lamar are nominated for Grammys next year?
I can see that.
You
Yeah, definitely.
You think Jack Harlow will win?
Yeah. Now that's the white privilege. That's the white privilege.
Big facts.
Because I'm not saying his album. Because I think his debut album was good for whatever it was worth. I don't think it was bad. Like, I didn't really skip any songs. Like, the features were well placed, beats, all that. DJ Drama EP'd it. Hey, good to go.
Right.
And the kid can rap. But I don't think he's like the best thing I've ever heard either. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
So when it comes to like his second album getting like the more eyes and the buzz that he's getting now, a Grammy nomination is definitely that comes with that too.
Okay.
But I'm not saying like we don't know because we haven't heard the album yet. That's one. And then secondly, I mean I definitely think he's going to be nominated. Like just the hype. He's got 2 songs that are pretty cool, pretty good. I just don't see this album being bad.
I got you.
I just don't see it being bad.
And I'm not mad at that. Speaking of DJ Drama, you listen to D-Day, right? The Dreamville mixtape. I saw a lot of people like the week or so after it came out saying that it was like kind of trash.
But the D-Day mixtape?
Yeah.
It was alright. It wasn't nothing special.
Interesting. I thought it was really good. I know you didn't like the Ari Lennox joints. It threw off the flow of that. The flow of the mixtape.
They was rapping. I'm like, yeah. Then
going crazy.
It's like literally the next song. Like it was literally like a hard rap track, and then the next song was like,
because she sound like that too.
Come on, man.
Damn.
But I mean, I just thought it was okay. I mean, it's a mixtape. It ain't gotta reinvent the fucking wheel. It's not an album.
Yeah. No, true. Okay.
Like no, because like we said, we don't know what things are anymore. We reclassified so much stuff.
That's true.
Is it an EP? Is it an album? Is it a mixtape? Is it I don't know. Is it a Lucy's? I don't know what the fuck this is. It's like
what I hope doesn't happen because, well, actually, Drama's price been going up since he got the Grammy for Gangsta Grill, right?
Yes, sir.
But
Tyler, man.
Facts. What I hope doesn't happen is that everybody wants to do a Gangsta Grill's album now because I feel like it has to be well thought out and presented before we do an album for Gangsta Grills.
Well, this is the thing, right? When he did Gangsta Grills back in the day, those were all original projects, so you can say those are albums, like you know what I'm saying, quote unquote. If that becomes the thing now,
I don't know,
but it doesn't hit for everybody.
Right.
That's why.
That's what I'm saying.
When DJ Drama linked up with Tyler, it hit different because he doesn't really link with Tyler, the creative artist, that often. But he has done a Little Brother Gangsta Grill. Yep. He has done one with Pharrell when he came out and started rapping. That was a Pharrell Gangsta Grill. So, like the backpack alternative artist has a way of messing with what DJ Drama does and does well. So, I think the track record holds up. But I'm not excited for that if that becomes a thing.
Same.
But I mean, it's been a thing already. We shouldn't have to.
Got you. Okay.
I see it's been a thing already. Like he did, like I said, he did projects with Little Brother. Everybody from Little Brother to Slick Puller. Like I don't know, we got everybody in there, baby.
I love it. I love it. Just curious.
Let me ask you this, since you're a Tyler guy, right? And I think this clip has been going around the internet. He said, like, I could tell that he's been, lauding his new success. And, he's happy that everybody's kind of like rocking with what he does and appreciates him as an artist. And he was just like, people used to call me weird, but, my bank account ain't weird and all that great stuff. How do you feel about Tyler even like responding to that type of criticism and hate now?
I love it. Only because I feel like when he first came out, everybody wanted to put him in a box. Because, when Yonkers came out, the video, eating a roach throwing up, was it weird? Yeah, 100%. But behind all of that was still the music, was still the rapping. Like, Tyler has always been an amazing rapper. Always, even from the beginning. But for his first, I'd say 2 or 3 projects, people just wanted to put him in that box. And every project that he ever put out, his fame, his popularity, his rapping ability, his production ability, everything elevated. And when Igor hit, that's when shit like really blew up for him. Like went super crazy. So now that he's gotten a Grammy for an actual rap album, because he did get a Grammy for Igor, but it wasn't a rap album. But now that he's got his second Grammy, sold out arena tour by himself. I think that I've been seeing people saying that tour got like 32 million in total or something. Like, yeah, he's worked hard for being able to talk his shit now.
Okay. Could you blame people for having that notion about him when he first came out? Exclude bias.
Okay, when he first came out, no. When he first came out,
bias.
No.
Okay.
So when Goblin, that was the album that Yonkers was on.
Okay.
So when he first came out, when Yonkers came out, Goblin, okay, cool. Yes, I cannot blame people for saying, no, that's weird.
Yeah.
But everything after that, his music, whatever else, we ain't talking about that right now. The music has increasingly gotten better every project.
Okay.
So I guess can I fault people for not going back to check him out after Goblin? Okay, maybe I can't fault them for that. But you can't downplay the progress and elevation of an artist.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
I think the thing, but it's kind of like the reverse of the Drake argument, right? All right, he just raps. All right, cool. But we're buying the personalities, right? Not buying that shit.
And again,
and he came out the same time.
And I can't fault you with that.
But I mean,
especially
like,
them coming out at the same time. No, I get that.
Tyler, yes, you were a weirdo. Let's stop that. Let's stop it, right? I'm glad that you got your money. Like, no, I'm serious. Like, you can't come out gimmicky and then be mad at people that push back against the gimmick. And then now your skin glowing, we in the room. But yeah, I imagine. But the music is the music, yes. But we're in a personality, my guy. We buying the those. And you came out, Future, like all that stuff was very niche.
Oh yeah,
all that stuff is very niche.
100%.
So, and hey, look, go to a Tyler show. You've been to one. What do they look like?
I've been to a couple, but
those early on shows. Like now it's like it's kids mostly. It's mostly now kids, but them early shows.
No, them early shows got nasty.
Yeah, big nasty.
I think I went to when he put out Cherry Bomb. That might have been his third album. I think I went to that concert. That was at the pageant.
Ooh.
And I mean, fire show. Listen, Tyler's shows have been. Every Tyler show I've been to has been great, and you can see the production value.
Oh yeah,
it's
stepped up. Like you said, you seen him at the pageant. Now he's at a full blown arena.
Yeah,
what, a 13,000 seater at least, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So
yeah, man. Yeah, progress is the progress in Tyler's career has been great. It's been great to watch.
No, it's even for somebody that was like late to the party because of said things. I appreciate where he's grown to. Like to see that.
But see, you are in the minority there, I feel like. At least when it comes to the hip hop community.
Oh,
like
okay.
Yeah, like I was saying before. When he first came out, no, I cannot fault anybody for putting the weirdo tag on him.
Yeah.
But see, that followed him until now.
Which is it's unfortunate, but hey, he is like, okay, I'm gonna keep leaning and being weird. Like I don't know if y'all like gay people, but I'm finna keep playing with y'all. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that. Like,
Right.
Hey, but Tyler, but like you say, sometimes the music doesn't have, like, it's not gonna hold you up all the time.
Yeah, and I mean, I guess I've been on the side where, shit, I may have even called him weird myself. Yeah. But on the other side of that, I've still enjoyed the music.
But you've been day one though, so that I think that maybe often kind of skews your view. When you the day one fan, it's like nobody can tell me about my guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
I
get it. I get it. You know, that's your man's. Yeah. But
listen, man, I've been telling you about him since.
Yeah, you've been telling me
way back
then.
when.
Like, you was like, Cherry Bomb's the greatest album of this generation. I was like,
I definitely didn't say that. I didn't say that.
I was like, whoa.
Was it a good album? Yes. that album. So, I think music wise, that album was the pivot in his career. No, for real though, because that album was his most experimental.
Okay.
A lot of different sounds, a lot of different flows, a lot of different types of music. So from there, every album after that, phenomenal. Flower Boy, Igor, Call Me If You Get Lost.
Okay.
Which to me, Flower Boy still should have got Grammys. That's his best album to me.
Okay.
But yeah.
Now that's what 6, 7 albums now?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, damn, yeah.
But no, it comes from, I think, for one, I mean, it's only so much a person can take when you talking about like being critical of their art and who they are as a person,
Yes.
right? I'm never gonna fault Tyler for that, right? And I think the DJ Khaled stuff only ignited those type of feelings that he had.
Agreed.
You know, like, I'm not accepted within hip hop like that. You're never gonna hear too many Tyler the Creator songs on urban mainstream radio.
That's true.
That's not it.
That's true.
Like, the only reason we got What's Your Name is because of the melody. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think it didn't have to be Tyler. Anybody could have made that joint, and it would have made it to radio.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's not like when Tyler drops a new song, it's just automatically getting played on radio.
Right.
Not the hip hop urban station. No, that's not happening.
True. No, that's true.
So when DJ Khaled comes out and shits on his #1 album in the way that he does, because I think they started incorporating the merch sales and things of that nature, he was just like, "Nah, I'm the real #1 because I sold the albums." Does Khaled kind of have a point? Maybe. Like, I don't know. I mean, I literally sold more albums than you, but the fact that you you got a merch bundle. So I mean, you got a gripe, but he was just like, nobody listening to that shit. That's where it's like, I can make my point about me saying I sold more albums than you, but when you shit on my music, that's something else.
That's different. But see, even with that, I think that was Khaled being part of the hip hop community. That's still
that's why I brought it up, because it's like he speaks for them.
Yep.
So even now, I think when he won the second Grammy, he threw a shot back at Khaled, because I'm still fuck you forever.
No, I mean, listen,
and Tyler has every reason to feel that way. He does.
Because that shit from Khaled was unprovoked. He didn't have to do that. He didn't have to do that.
Like, I sold more albums than you, my guy. That's all. But it's Khaled feels like he grinded from a certain place too, where people don't respect what he does and all that great stuff too. I'm never really the Khaled apologist, but
but okay. But Khaled's albums, the last 2 or so, haven't been that great anyway.
Hey, you really got to go deep into the barrel to find a good Khaled album.
Oh, so what we talking about then, Khaled?
But hey, he feels like, because he enlists all these A-list people, that pushes it. Like, when you get Justin Bieber's and the Quavos and the Beyonces, the I don't know, the Drakes, like,
that's
the
cool.
Rihannas, like, you supposed to come to me, like, my album's supposed to be #1.
It's supposed to be, but is the music good? That's all I got.
Like I said, I'm not defending Khaled. I'm not. Johnny, he's really hyped because it's Tyler we talking about.
I wasn't expecting this conversation. This is fun. It's fun. So yeah, I'm glad you. That was a good question though. That was a good question. I've been seeing, so like when he won the Grammy, he was still on tour. So he put out the video of his I guess acceptance speech and all that kind of stuff, and he was even talking his shit in that video. Which
when you ascend to those heights, you deserve to talk. There's nothing else nobody really can say to you.
Agreed.
But in the comments, they was like, "Yeah, you still a weirdo though. Like, it's not." You're not doing that.
See that's the shit though. That's the shit.
I mean, because come on, man. We supposed to take you serious as an artist and a rapper. And you eating roaches? Like, hey, man, I blocked him out purposely for like 2-3 years. It's just like Hospin. You remember Hospin?
I do. Hobson.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, come on, man.
I fuck with him too.
That's what I'm saying. Like, hey, come on, fuck out of here, bro.
I'm a weirdo.
And he raps, but he can rap. But he's wearing them white contacts. He was looking like,
I'm a weirdo.
You might be. I don't know.
I love it though.
You my man's though.
I appreciate that.
Nobody gonna call you a weirdo around me.
Real shit. They wouldn't say it to me anyway.
No, they wouldn't. But it's. Hey, look.
Hey, listen.
That's just look.
Listen,
You know who fault this is?
Who?
Eminem. It's Marshall. It's Marshall's fault.
Cause I'm just Marshall Mathers. Yeah. Listen, man, I've always been the person to accept people for who they are.
Yeah.
So if you do weirdo shit, if you gonna eat roaches, hey, cool, my boys, but keep that over there. But if you got good music, I'm gonna listen to it.
But it's like this. It's like, damn, he ate a roach, but this song kind of fire though. Like,
listen, the beat was hard. He was rapping hard. The shit was hard.
I could.
You just couldn't get around the roach. Can't get around the roach.
I couldn't get around the roach, man. Because
that shit was on TV too.
But think about it like this: we're '90s. Like we grew up in the '90s. We're '90s kids, right? We're '80s babies, but we're '90s kids. We seen some crazy imagery when you're talking about videos, right? Mm-hmm. That's probably the top 3, and it ain't 3.
It ain't 3.
Like I done seen Marilyn Manson videos. I done seen 9 Inch Nails videos. I done seen. You remember Soundgarden?
That sounds vaguely familiar.
Where they had the Black Hole Sun, the video with the eyes and shit.
Oh yeah. Oh damn. Yeah.
Man, what?
No, yeah.
I done seen Crossroads. I done seen some fucked up videos, and these were by '90s standards.
Damn.
So that superseded that. Come on, bro. Come on, man.
What the song was on?
Come on. And these songs that I'm talking about dope too. Black Hole Sun is a knocker. Like I'm telling you, like I knew nothing about rock. But I know Soundgarden. If I don't know nothing else about Soundgarden, I know Black Hole Sun. Black Hole Sun,
hey,
don't you come.
Sing to him, goddammit.
Days away the rain. Black Hole Sun, won't you come? Won't you come?
I couldn't get to it in time. I couldn't get to it in time.
I'm just saying, if I don't know nothing else about Soundgarden.
If I had a light, I would have lit it.
That's a wild video though.
Damn. Nah, that's what's up though. That was dope conversation.
Hey man, we here, man. We here for the people. You know, man. OS is for the streets.
Anyway, man, listen. We appreciate y'all for tuning in to this episode.
Yeah.
Share with your people, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell on YouTube.
Yes, sir.
If you're on audio, leave us a review, rate it, share it with your people, man.
Yeah, man.
OS is not for the streets.
For the streets. Share it with your people for the streets.
And with that, we are out.
We out. Chill.
Peace.